Hey everybody, Tanner from Elemental Air Systems. I want to talk to you about some of the key features of Aspen and how it compares to other units. This is an air filter from one of our competitors' units. As you can see, particles will go right through this. This is also the kind of filter that's used in window air conditioning units. Now, you might think you're protected because you have a filter in your furnace, a furnace filter like this. But as you can see, these are just very coarse fiberglass fibers, and particles will go right through these as well. They don't stop very small particles. Now this is a filter from one of our competitors. You can see it's pretty small and there's not too much filtration media in here. This is a fairly large filter from one of our competitors, and we're gonna see how much filtration media is actually in this thing. So 28 inches, and then we have, call it 20 inches. So this is the filtration media in one of Aspen's filters. Let's take a look at how much filtration media is in this filter. Wow, look at that. We actually ran out of measuring tape, so we have 24 feet. 24 plus 16 feet. So that means we're gonna be able to move a lot more air through this filter and hold a lot more particles in the filter. So it's gonna last a lot longer. Here we have an air particulate meter. This measures how many particles are actually in the air. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this at the base of Aspen. Now this is where the air gets sucked into the unit. So we're gonna take a look at how many particles are going into the unit compared to how many are coming out. Wow, so we have over 10,000 particles going into Aspen in this air right now. That's 10,000 particles per liter of air. Now what we're gonna do is put this meter on the top of Aspen. This is where the clean air comes out and up, and we're gonna let that stabilize for just a minute and see how many particles are coming out of Aspen. That's a dramatic difference. This is Aspen's activated carbon filter. You can see it's very large and it has a lot of activated carbon in it, but just how much does it have? Well, let's start by taking a look at one of our competitors' carbon filters. We can see that we have 0.075 pounds. Now this is the contents of one activated carbon filter from Aspen. We can see we have 3.345 pounds of activated carbon. So the activated carbon is what removes odors and VOCs from things like cleaning products, building materials, furniture off-gassing. This is Aspen's EC fan on the left, and this is a traditional AC fan that's in most other units on the right. Now let's take a look at how much power each of these fans is using. So we have these power meters attached to these fans, and the AC fan is currently using about 240 watts. Aspen's EC fan is using less than 17 watts. So here we have a thermal imaging camera, and we're gonna measure how much heat each of these fan motors is producing. So if the AC fan is using a lot more electricity, that electricity is not being converted into usable work in terms of spinning the fan, it's being converted into heat. Here's Aspen's EC fan, 77, 78 degrees, just under 78 degrees. The AC fan is over 150 degrees. So since Aspen's EC fan runs a lot cooler, it's gonna last a lot longer. And since it uses so much less electricity, it's gonna cost a lot less to operate. Aspen is easy to use. Simply hit the power button to turn it on and use the arrows to adjust the fan speed. Another great feature about Aspen is it's really easy to change the filters. You simply unlatch the door handles, you pull the whole door off, and then you have access to all three filters. Put the door back in place and simply close the latches. So we can see that Aspen's filters have over 10 times the surface area of the filtration media. It reduces the particulate count 1,000-fold. It has over 45 times the amount of activated carbon. It draws a lot less power and it generates a lot less heat, so it's gonna last a lot longer. Aspen is the ultimate air cleaning machine for your home.